We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
The BBC faces one of the biggest crises in its modern history. Two of its top executives have stepped down, and the broadcaster has issued a personal apology to US President Donald Trump, all over a controversial edit of his January 6th speech. But despite the apology, the BBC says there is no legal basis for Trump's billion-dollar defamation threat. What happened? Why did it happen? And what does this mean for one of the most influential news organizations? We break it down.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections, but whether or not they stand strong for our country.
The controversy began with the BBC Panorama documentary, aired just before the 2024 US election. The program stitched together three separate parts of Donald Trump's sixth speech, creating the impression that he had directly encouraged violence at the Capitol. Trump's lawyer called the edit defamatory and demanded an apology, the removal of the film, and damages of up to $1 billion. This week, the BBC admitted the edit was an error of judgment, an apology directly to White House. The fallout has been massive inside the BBC. Director General Tim Davie and BBC News Chief Deborah Turness have both resigned after mounting criticism and accusation of political bias. The BBC Chair Samir Shah personally sent a letter to White House expressing regret. The apology was issued from London on Thursday, days after Trump's legal term threatened to sue. The documentary in question aired in late 2024, and the edit resurfaced only after a leaked international standards report exposed concerns. The BBC says the edit was not intentional, but the result of an editorial mistake. Despite the apology, the BBC insists it has no plans to rebroadcast the documentary and strongly denies that the edit meets the legal threshold for defamation. The broadcaster is also investigating new claims that its program Newsnight made similar edits to same Trump speech. The BBC now finds itself without permanent leadership at the time when British government is reviewing how the national broadcaster should be funded in future. And as one of the world's most influential media institution central to Britain's global soft power, the stakes could not be higher. A personal apology issued, resignations submitted, and fresh investigation underway. Yet the battle over trust and accuracy at BBC is far from over. For now, the broadcaster denies any defamation, but its credibility remains on trial.